Hi friends, it's Lisa Hetrick, illustrator for Gina K Designs, and I'm so grateful you could join me today. I am super excited to be popping in here today to share my brand new stamp set called You Being You. So come on in and let's take a look at the stamp set. I am super excited to be sharing all of the inspiration and this stamp set with you today. I am going to go through each stamp and just kind of talk a little bit about it. But here's the brand new stamp set. It's called You Being You, and you can see that it's already a little bit well loved. So I've been doing a lot of creating with it, and I'm going to talk a little bit about each stamp and share some samples along the way. So let's dive in and talk about the images. Okay, so I've stamped out each one of the images from the stamp set, and I'm going to talk a little bit about these two floral pieces up here on the upper right. So these two floral pieces are inspired by my watercolor paintings, and I wanted to give you the ability to stamp a look of watercolor florals that felt like brush strokes. So I really wanted to try to figure out a way to recreate that feeling in a stamped image. So I've got a larger stamp here with brush strokes and a smaller stamp underneath it that also has brush strokes. And when you stamp with them, you get that feeling of watercolor painting. So it's kind of fun. And I've got this really pretty large, it's about 2 inches wide floral, and the other brushstroke florals are pretty wide as well, about 1.5 inches and 1.25 inches. So these are pretty big honkin' blooms, like most of my sets. And yes, love it. Okay, so I also have some leaf elements in the stamp set and stems and brushstroke leaf elements as well to do some building with your stamps. So you can create whole flowers or just use the flowers as one graphic element. And the stems go in different directions. So we have one that goes up and down, and then I have stems that go left and right. The sentiments that I have in this set are called The World Needs More of You and Thanks for Being You. And of course, there's leaf elements as well. And they all coordinate with all of my stamps in my entire collection. So everything is proportioned to fit well together. And so this piece right here is a big honkin' piece that is a little bit over about 3.5 inches wide, and it is an embroidery hoop so that you can create some hoop art, what I call hoop art. It's also just a really great double line circle that you can use as a background element. And I've got a lot of samples of how this embroidery hoop can be used as a really great grounding element for your cards. So let's go ahead and take a look at the samples. So here is a card that I have that uses the embroidery hoop, but kind of uses the whole element as kind of like an ornament if you on your card. So you can see that the embroidery hoop is wide and it fits very, very well on an A2 sized card. So here's another example using the florals as in with watercolor and getting that whole kind of watercolor look and feel. And they have this look of a poinsettia. So really just changing up the colors, you can create lots of different looks here. This stamp set also has a coordinating die set with the stamp set that's available to you. So you can either fussy cut the images out, or you can use the die cuts to cut the images out. And it's just so fun. So that embroidery hoop does have the ability to die cut it inside of the center and the outside. So it's kind of fun. So you can create this whole embroidery hoop art look and feel. And we've got that big honkin' flower in the background here on this sample. I can't wait to show you the tutorial for that project. So here's where I've used the embroidery hoop as a great double line circle background element. This stamp set's really great just to do some really simple watercoloring in that open line flower and just create a really simple bloom on the front of your card. And this one pays a little bit of a homage to our fall colors, and using those brushstroke floral stamps, you can really get that look and feel of a watercolor painting. Now this sample I'm just in love with. I've paired it up with Beth's new set with the tree, and I just love that you can just change the colors and change the elements and get a whole great new holiday look with this stamp set. And that embroidery hoop makes a great little element, graphic element to create a ornament on the front of your card. It also makes a really great element to create that wreath-like look that I've created on this card. And using those little leaf elements that are a part of the stamp set make great looking mistletoe. And this set just pairs really, really nicely with a lot of other sets in the Gina K line. And just a simple card using the open line bloom just to create a look, to create a background look, and the same with the inspiration of this card. And I cannot wait to show you all the tutorials for the card inspiration that I've shared here today. Okay, so I want to show you this project. So this is the inspiration for the entire stamp set. I really wanted to recreate the look of an embroidery hoop in a stamp. But you can also use an actual embroidery hoop, and this is a little 4-inch wide embroidery hoop, and create your own 3D paper crafting ornaments with this stamp set. So it's just so much fun, and I have a really great tutorial coming. We're going to walk through this entire project and create something super fun for the holidays. So stay tuned for that. I am so excited for this project, and I'm going to show you how to use watercolor paper to create that background inside of the embroidery hoop. So just super fun, really bright and colorful, and a really great quick and easy paper crafting project that comes together so quick, and you're just using your stamps from this new set. And I just love that you can do it on the front of a card, or you can create it as a 3D paper crafting project. Okay, so here's another look at the stamp set, and you can see that mine is already so well loved. And I'm super excited to be releasing the stamp set with Gina K. I just love this new set in my collection, and I hope that you'll love it too. And lots of fun tutorials that I'm really excited to share with you. We're going to do lots of different looks for the holidays and for the fall, and just really show you the full versatility of this brand new stamp set. Thanks so much for joining me. Please consider sharing the joy by liking this video and subscribing to this channel. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.